Even if you are able to speak English, sometimes you may feel that you are not able to speak better English, right? Good English is a little bit lower than better English. Am I right or wrong? If you are in the dilemma, then in this video, let me help you out. So in this video, I am going to give you top tips. Okay? Listen carefully all these tips. Don't skip in the middle and watch till the end. Okay? And promise me that you are going to subscribe if you like this video. So without any delay, let's get started. Hi, Namaste. Welcome back to Learn with Gowthami channel. The first tip I would like to give you if you want to speak better English is that be fearless. Okay? Whenever you want to start a conversation, just avoid that fear of speaking and be fearless. Relax yourself if you want to start a conversation. The second tip is that be confident enough to speak. Be confident enough to tell your opinions or put your thoughts in front of the other person. Okay? At any time, if a person is not able to speak, it may not be that he is not having enough knowledge. Okay? He may be having enough knowledge, but he is not able to speak because of lack of confidence. So you need to be confident if you want to speak better English. The third thing is that you should not forget this process of upgrading or expanding your vocabulary. Okay, building vocabulary has many more advantages. You can speak fluently, words will come to you in a flow. Okay, build your vocabulary. Concentrate more on vocabulary than on grammar. I am saying you to focus more on vocabulary than on grammar is that assume yourself that you are going to do a project in which you are going to use sticks. Okay, sticks and glue. If you are going to put all the sticks in a row, then it makes some sense. Okay, and if you are able to use the glue, then you will get the absolute picture. But what is the more that you are using? You are using more sticks than the glue. While speaking English, you need to remember that sticks are equal to vocabulary that you know and glue is equal to the grammar that you know. Even if you are not perfect at grammar, even if the glue is not sufficient to stick that whole sticks, to stick those sticks, then we will be able to understand that it is a picture, right? If both of them are equal, if both of them are enough, then you are going to get a better picture, right? So in this way, speak with whatever words you know. Don't worry too much about grammar. Don't be afraid that you don't know grammar, so you are not going to speak at all. No, it should not be the case. Speak with the words you know and speak with the grammar you know. With the time, you are going to improve. The next thing you need to build up if you want to speak better English is that know your audience. Okay? If you are traveling in a bus and if you want to tell the driver to stop here, then directly go and just put your idea. Tell him to stop here. No need to start a beautiful conversation or a narrative story with him, right? So know your audience and be in that situation. Don't try to start conversations at each and every moment. You can't stop right there and start conversations with a driver, right? So it does not make sense also. So you need to remember that you need to know your audience at what situation they are and then you need to speak. It helps you to speak better English. The next tip is that don't assume anything. If you are going to speak, if you are going to start a conversation with a person, will he able to understand me? Whether he will not understand me? Will I speak fluent English? Will I stammer in the middle? Will I fumble? Will I make grammatical mistake? Will I be fluent in speaking English? Don't assume anything. Just start the conversation. Go to a person and don't tell him that you are going to start a conversation. Okay? Don't go to a person and ask him, I want to practice English speaking with you. Please help me. No, don't do that. Directly go to a person if you want and start speaking. Start the conversation right at that moment. Don't waste time. Okay? Don't let the person know that you don't know English or you are practicing English. Just start speaking out and he will be able to understand that you are in the process of practicing English within 5 to 10 minutes. Okay? Don't make assumptions on anything and anyone. The next tip is that don't try to be perfect. try to be fluent, but don't try to be perfect. Nobody is perfect. No one cares. Okay, even if you are perfect or even if you are not perfect, the main concept or the main thing that you remember is that whether you are able to put your ideas before them or not, whether the other person is able to understand you or not, that is main important. So while starting a conversation or speaking with someone, don't focus too much on perfection. Don't focus too much on perfection if you want to speak better. Next tip is that engage with more people. Okay, the more you speak with people, the more you are going to get comfortable with this language, get comfortable speaking this language. So speak more with the people. Whenever you are in a community or whenever you get an opportunity to speak English, then don't hesitate. Put your fears aside and just speak out. Use each and every opportunity that you have. Okay, it helps you to speak better English. Next tip is that you need to face challenges. If you are in a situation in which you are forced to speak and you have no knowledge about that particular topic, even then try to speak English. Okay, don't think that you don't know anything and don't waste that opportunity without speaking. Take that opportunity and speak something. If you don't have any idea, at least tell that in English. That is how you need to use each and every opportunity. Face it. Face the challenge that you are having in front of you instead of escaping from that situation. The next tip is that take feedbacks. After having a conversation, feel free to ask feedbacks. If you get a negative feedback, don't take too much into heart and just focus on them. Focus on the mistakes that you have done. Focus on what they have told you and just try to improve it. That is what you need to do. Taking feedbacks is very important if you want to speak English or if you want to become better in speaking English. You need to take feedbacks. And the last and final tip that makes you to speak better English is that you need to enjoy this process of speaking English. Okay, if you are not comfortable, if you are not enjoying this process of speaking English, then you will not be able to speak English fluently or you will not be able to speak better English. So the chances will be very high. If you enjoy this process of speaking English, the chances of making good conversations will be very high if you enjoy this process of speaking English. So these are the tips that you need to keep in mind if you want to speak better English. That is all for today's video. If you like the video, please consider subscribing this channel, share it to your friends and family members, click the like button. Thank you for joining me till the end. See you soon in the next video.